Prabhupada first Michigan Guru, no? Sila nagsatari ng Prabhupada sila.
I'm leaving this house. Then from the dog.
This is the election of the officers. Krishna, Swami, Chairman, Jayasa, Vice Chairman, Sadhguru, Secretary. Chairman. Jaychi.
Wanna come inside?
शिवये नममसि विष्णवे त्वा तदस्य प्रियमभिपातो अस्य ननो यत्र ये भयभो वदन्ति सुरुक्तमस्य सहिबन्धुरित्ता विष्णो हरे परमेव स्वस्तः अतर्विष्णस्रवते वीर्याय विगोरजीवन्तु जयोगिरिष्टाः यस्यो ऋजं
পালা এখন পালা
এখন ভিতরে কোনো লাইভ করব
এখন ভিতরে লাইভ করে না পালা green means everyone behaving এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে বাইরে যখন ওপেনিং হবে ভিতরে খোলে এখন বাইরে
नेत्राय विष्णुर्मनुतेन शस्यान् ध्रुवासो अस्य कीरयोजनासः सुदहिमा
Hare Krishna. Yeah, can we start now? Send all those who are inside, let all of them come here and sit. Please take your seat. Those who are standing here, please take your seat. Huh? There are so many seats here, empty. So many chairs empty, please. This is only for Srila Prabhupada disciples and GBC members and others. Others, please make way. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Can you please, Hare Krishna, get moving. We have to start. Let us start. So ready, everything is ready, can we start? Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Pashtatate Shatarine Ajanulambitau Bujau Kanakavadato Sankirtana Kipitaro Kamalaya Daksho Vishwambaro Dujabaro Yugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavataro 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 Krishna Todiya Padapankaja Panjarantam At Eva Vishutume Manasa Raja Hamsa Prana Prayana Samaye Kapavada Pithai Kantha Varodana Vido Smaranam Kutaste Smaranam Kutaste Smaranam Kutaste Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada Ki First of all, I would like to take the blessings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada and his disciples and also all the assembled Vaishnavas here to inaugurate His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Legacy Museum. A big Haribol. On behalf of the chairman Ambarish Prabhu and Swaha Mataji, we would like to welcome today. We have many distinguished guests who had come from Vrindavan. We have Padmanabh Goswami ji from Radha Raman Temple. Please give him big hands. Then we have his son, Anurag Goswami ji, here. Please, enthusiastically welcome. Not only they had come with some of the artifacts which was given to their father Vishwambar Goswami, which we will discuss while we are talking. Then we have from Radha Damodar Temple, we have Karan Goswami ji, we have Purna Chandra Goswami ji, we have Krishna Balram Goswami ji, and we have from Banki Bihari Temple, Atal Guru ji, Atal Guru Goswami ji, and then Mayank Goswami ji. Then we have Ambarish ji from Banki Bihari Temple, and from Barsana Temple we have Uma Shankar ji and his wife, his good wife, and Anna Baba. We are very grateful that you all had come for the historic celebration in the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, opening the largest museum, which is going to be the largest museum for a spiritual leader ever built on this planet. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Legacy Museum. So we are very grateful to all of you and all the Srila Prabhupada disciples who are here. This is what they wanted to see, that this is preserved for the next 10,000 years so that the future generations can live with Srila Prabhupada. That is why this museum is being built. This is the first phase of this museum with 1,000 square feet. The second phase is 6,000 square feet, and the third phase is 21,000 square feet. Also today amongst us we have Vedavyas Prabhu here from Delhi. We have Mahamantra Prabhu who had come with him, and all the other guests we have here to celebrate this occasion. This is a great pride for us to see in our life such a museum is coming in Sridham, Mayapur. So now, the schedule for the program today is we have His Grace Ambarish Prabhu and Swaha Mataji going to give us the welcome address. They could not be personally present here, but today we have online facilities through Zoom. They are going to give the welcome address. Just wanted to check with our technicians. Is Ambarish Prabhu ready on Zoom? Ready? Yeah. So let us hear from His Grace Ambarish Prabhu, the chairman of the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, and also because of his inspiration we have built this first phase of the Srila Prabhupada Museum. We also welcome His Holiness Guru Prasad Swami Maharaj. A big Haribol. So can you put Ambarish Prabhu on the screen? Right? Okay. So before he comes on, I'll just tell you the schedule for today. That we have all the leaders speaking, few of the leaders who are instrumental in making this museum. Her Grace Devi Shakti Mataji and Her Grace Suti Rupa Mataji. A big round of applause for them. They have really made this museum possible. Without their help, this would not be possible, this museum. They stayed here, served day and night to make this possible. You will see, you will be astonished. You will go back in time and you will get the same experience when Srila Prabhupada was on the planet in Sridham Mayapur. And also today we have this Give Prabhupada initiative by Madan Mohan Prabhu. He will also be speaking about this initiative of Give Prabhupada. They are giving Srila Prabhupada Murti to all Srila Prabhupada disciples. He will also be speaking after them. So before we go to other speakers, is Ambarish Prabhu ready? Just now coming? Yeah, I think they are. So let me take it a little bit further till Ambarish Prabhu is ready. In the Shastras, it is said, Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param tasmad parantaram devi tadiyanam samarshanam. That of all the worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, is the best of all the worship. This is Lord Shiva telling Mother Parvati. And he is saying in the next stanza, Tasmat Parataram Devi Tadiyanam Samarshanam, that the Tadiya of the Lord is even more worshipable than the Lord Himself. The Tadiya, the devotees, the paraphernalias are even more worshipable than the Lord Himself. And today in this museum, we only have the Tadiya, the devotees, as kindly donated. Give to Prabhupada back. This is Give Prabhupada, and what we have in the museum is Give to Prabhupada back. They had given whatever they had been given to them by the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. They are returning back so that this can be preserved in Sridham Mayapur for the next 10,000 years. That's how we started this initiative. Ambarish Prabhu, he told me that he is building the largest Vedic temple in the world. And he had this desire that Srila Prabhupada Museum should also be the largest museum in the world ever built for any spiritual leader. You can clap really louder. Don't hold back. So that is how this is a humble initiative, but in 3 steps it is going to grow very big. Very, very big. So till they get Ambarish Prabhu, I will call upon our first speaker, Her Grace Devi Shakti Mataji. She is an inspiration, a big inspiration. I have seen her day and night dedicating to make this museum for the pleasure of all the devotees all around the world. So before we go to Ambarish Prabhu and Swaha Mataji, because there is always some technical difficulties. So let me get down off the stage and see what is happening. Till then, we warmly welcome Her Grace Devi Shakti Mataji K.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paschatya Desha Tharine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Arigor Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We're very grateful that the devotees have come here today to honor Srila Prabhupada. Two words come to my mind in establishing this museum, and that is purity and security. Here the devotees are purely giving their hearts. They're giving whatever they have to serve Srila Prabhupada. And the security is that whatever they're giving to the museum for display for the coming generations will be securely kept so that all the generations in the future will be inspired to see how Srila Prabhupada established Krishna consciousness around the world. We're very grateful to anyone who has taken part in establishing this museum. You'll see in just these first small 3 rooms, we've been able to pack so many wonderful, inspiring items of Srila Prabhupada to see how he started all alone, and now Krishna consciousness is spread in every continent of the world. So we humbly request anyone in any capacity, if you have anything to share with the world of how Srila Prabhupada came into your life and how you want to display that, as the museum expands, we'll have more and more room. You can show your projects, you can show your festivals, you can show whatever you have that was given to you by Srila Prabhupada's disciples. And just seeing these items, we become inspired how Prabhupada touched the lives of so many thousands of people around the world. So we thank you so much. We hope you enjoy what you see today in the museum, and we hope that you're inspired to help more and more. This is only 1,000 square feet. We were able to put about 150 wonderful items here. You can imagine all we'll be able to keep in 21,000 square feet in the future. So we encourage you all, please take part in worshiping and honoring Srila Prabhupada. Come every year and see how the museum is growing, and please help us with its growth. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Thank you so very, very much, Devi Shakti Mataji. Let us give her a big round of applause for Her Grace Devi Shakti Mataji K. Now, are we ready? We are all ready. We are born ready. But are we ready with the Zoom? Are we ready? I think there is some technical difficulties still. So let's continue with our next speaker for today. I think they are Amrish Prabhu sending me a text. He is waiting. Probably we are not able to get him on the screen. I think so. That is. Anyway, let's proceed till we fix this problem. Our next speaker today is Her Grace Shruti Rupa Mataji. Along with Devi Shakti Mataji, she stayed here in Sridham Mayapur and made sure this museum is pleasing to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So let us hear from Her Grace Shruti Rupa Mataji. K. Can you please come quick? Shruti Rupa Mataji is saying, Jalatala Mataji want to speak before her. Please give a mic to her. She is the wife of His Grace Bhima Prabhu, and she wanted to say something very inspiring today. So let us hear from her. Can you get the mic here, Rubaya? She is also the niece, great niece of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschatya Desaka Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Papanebha Vaishnava. Thank you for inviting me here to speak something. All Srila Prabhupada's mercy. When I came saw the bhajan kutir of Srila Prabhupada here, I remember 1974 we came to Mayapur, and that time same bhajan kutir was there, beautiful, and that time Rukmini and her husband was making the dolls there, means diorama. So when I came first, I was so excited that bhajan kuti, same bhajan kuti like today. So Srila Prabhupada gave us all opportunity to serve us, distribute his books, prasadam, preaching, everything. What we can give, nothing to give to Prabhupada. Whatever we can give, that's his mercy. So everybody should serve Srila Prabhupada like they will be years together, life after life. His gets mercy. That's Srila Prabhupada's mercy. So we should always love Srila Prabhupada, do something for Srila Prabhupada what he wanted. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnuvadaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishe Susunyavari Paschachade Satanane. Dear devotees, honored guests, esteemed Vaishnavas, God brothers, God sisters, I'm humbled here. I'm only following in the footsteps, a very small way of Devi Shakti Prabhu. But honestly, this has been teamwork. The team that's been involved is dedicated, inspired, and without them, this wouldn't be possible. We're all here today as Prabhupada Nugas. We want to keep Srila Prabhupada's presence in front of us, not behind us as a historical figure. So this museum
is bringing forth his legacy, that it will be preserved for posterity in the future. And by having his items, as he was saying, Tadiya, it inspires us, because these items now become spiritualized. And so when we enter this museum with an open heart and with faith, we will all feel purified. I know Shrudakirti was going to say something that I was going to say, but this is to his credit, because I didn't remember who it was, but I was going to say Prabhupada gave items to different devotees. And Shrudakirti has the personal story because Prabhupada gave him. And I'll let him tell you that. But the point being is, when Prabhupada was here and devotees would receive things, devotees would ask Prabhupada, but they're yours. He said, when I am here, you can use them, wear them. When I'm gone, you must worship them. So in this way, I'll tell you one little short story with Prabhupada. Once when Jamuna was making his bed, she found under the pillow a tooth. And so she was surprised. Prabhupada's tooth fell out and he stuck it under his pillow. So later in the day, Prabhupada said, well, there was nothing under the pillow. Where's the money? Jamuna was surprised. She didn't know Prabhupada would even know about the tooth fairy. But apparently it's a universal thing. So the point being is there's a personal side to Prabhupada. Prabhupada as a person. And this museum is going to give you entry into that. And when you'll be able, I've experienced devotees coming through in the last few days, and just coming in contact and seeing these items, I've seen tears. They've become so grateful and so honored to have this, and this is what we're hoping to gather. And any of you that have anything or know of anyone, we encourage you to bring this here. We don't want to leave it to be lost to our kids or to whoever, or to sell it to wherever it goes and gets forgotten. To bring here, because these items take on the quality and the person of Srila Prabhupada. And in that way, we will all be enriched and feel that and be purified by that. And so I thank Ambarish Prabhu and Swaha Devi for their lifelong dedication to this service and to this project. And I know all of us are overjoyed today to see Prabhupada being established as the founder Acharya to our society, and in this museum his things will be preserved. And what I have felt, that this feeling of Vapu, it moves us to be personally connected to Srila Prabhupada, and that personal connection actually deepens the attachment, and it makes the Vani and the philosophy more relevant. And that's what this opportunity is to allow those that didn't have that personal interaction or be able to see Prabhupada or know Prabhupada. We have the books, we have the philosophy, but when you can enter here, you're going to enter into another realm, and that realm will inspire you and awaken in the heart the faith, and you're going to feel it. So I thank you all for giving me an opportunity to assist in this service and to speak to you today, to open your hearts and open your treasure. I know, because I have some and I've given some, and it's part of our worship. But it is like we heard before, we have to give back what we've been given. And Prabhupada has given us everything. We wouldn't even be here today. We wouldn't know each other. We wouldn't be here doing what we're doing if it wasn't for Prabhupada. He's brought us all together. And so that's why I say we are Prabhupada Nugas. And I thank you for allowing me today and to serve you in this way. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Shruti Rupa Mataji. she has said, please open up everything. This is the time, those who are watching, let us open up everything and give whatever we have, still holding whatever we are holding back to this museum. The largest museum is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Legacy Museum. So now, after a long wait, we are very, very eager to hear from His Grace Ambarish Prabhu and Her Grace Swaha Mataji, who are the founders of this museum, the Srila Prabhupada Museum. So over to Ambarish Prabhu and Swaha Mataji. Ambarish Prabhu, you can speak first, then Swaha Mataji will speak next. Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hare Krishna. Okay, all right.
Hare Krishna.
Namam Vishnu Padaya Kusvastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Deva Guru Vanipijarane Nirvisesa Sanpati Pasyata. Hare Krishna Jai Srila Prabhupada. Swaha and I are so disappointed that we can't be there with you. We were planning to come and we had some snafu with my passport. So we're stuck here in Gainesville, but we're happy to be able to participate via Zoom, and thank all of you for coming and for participating and for helping with the museum, especially the ladies that have spoken this morning. We're very grateful to you. And the point that keeps coming up, and it's what I was going to speak about also briefly, was that as Srila Prabhupada's disciples are passing away, the personal interaction with Srila Prabhupada, in one sense, is starting to disappear. So this museum is for future generations to connect personally with Srila Prabhupada. And it is incumbent upon us to be able to present him as a loving personality who personally took care of us and laughed with us, traveled with us, did so many things with us. He was a wonderful human being. He wasn't an ordinary human being. He was a Vaikuntha man. But he was so much fun to be with. I mean, I'm sure Kirti Prabhu will speak about that. He was just a joy to be with. So these memorabilia will remind generations of Srila Prabhupada's personal presence and how wonderful he was. So I'm very glad that all of you were there. I saw some old friends on the video beforehand. So thank you all for coming to Sri Dham Mayapur. And as I said, we're very disappointed that we can't be there in person. Somehow or other, Krishna has a plan. So, but we're very, very grateful that you all are there and that you've put so much effort and time into pulling this museum together. And Srila Prabhupada, I'm sure, is smiling upon you. So thank you very much for everything you're doing and for being there. And we hope to see you soon in Sri Dham Mayapur as soon as we are allowed out of the country. Anyway, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Start speaking.
Yeah. Should Swaha start?
Can they hear us?
Ask her to start.
Okay.
All right.
Namam Vishnu Padaya
Okay,
Krishna
all right.
Pristhaya
Okay, great.
Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. We are deeply grateful for this opportunity to join all of you on this auspicious occasion, the grand opening of Srila Prabhupada's Legacy Museum. This is a momentous time in ISKCON's history, as we are blessed to have many of Srila Prabhupada's direct disciples with us today. We just heard from Devi Shakti Mataji and Shruti Rupa Prabhu. I've had the blessed opportunity to have had many interactions with them and received their love. So I feel very fortunate to be with you today. So we are very blessed to have the presence of so many Prabhupada's direct disciples with us, and their presence and the sacred items that they have so kindly donated make this museum not just a collection of artifacts, but a living, breathing testament to his extraordinary life and mission. Each object tells a story that transports us into the pastimes of our beloved founder Acharya and deepen our connection with his legacy. We are especially grateful to Her Grace Devi Shakti and Her Grace Shruti Rupa Prabhus for their deep love and dedication in curating each sacred item, which is a tadiya, as we just heard from Brajvilas Prabhu, Shruti Rupa Prabhu, and Devi Shakti Prabhu. It's a sacred tadiya, deeply connected to Srila Prabhupada in his service. Let me begin by thanking our guests of honor, Sri Karan Goswami Ji, Sri Krishna Balaram Goswami Ji, and Sri Purna Chandra Goswami Ji of Sri Radha Damodar Mandir in Vrindavan for kindly donating the Srimad Bhagavatam set that Srila Prabhupada gave to their grandfather. This gift is priceless due to the significance of Srila Prabhupada's connection to this temple. Another rare gift of historical significance is from Sri Radha Raman Temple. Our beloved friend Sri Padmanabh Goswami Ji is kindly donating the letter that Srila Prabhupada had written to his grandfather, for which we are forever grateful. It's a treasure to have such items in this museum. These examples of loving exchanges allow us a rare glimpse into the beautiful relationships Srila Prabhupada cultivated with the Goswamis of these famous temples. Our deepest gratitude to Her Grace Govinda Dasi Prabhu for donating the famous three-tier cooker in which she cooked many meals for Srila Prabhupada. We know His Grace Shruta Kirti Prabhu, as well as so many who cooked for Srila Prabhupada, have used it in his service as well. We are very fortunate to have His Grace Hari Sari Prabhu, His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu, His Grace Pushpavan, and his wife, Her Grace Nandini Prabhu, and His Grace Adikarta Prabhu for donating several personal items to this historic museum. His Grace Jagat Guru Prabhu from our Detroit temple is also sending some items that Srila Prabhupada used while staying there on his visits to Devasadan Mandir. A huge thank you to our TOVP team members, His Grace Prem Avatar Gouranga and His Grace Radha Vallabha Prabhus for their selfless efforts to get this beautiful place built to house the collection. Last but never the least, our heartfelt gratitude to His Grace Vrajavilas Prabhu for putting his heart and soul into this cause so dear to all of us. Srila Prabhupada's life is nothing short of exemplary, and the pastimes he performed on this planet continue to inspire generations. This museum will serve as a sacred repository of everything related to him, allowing future devotees to draw inspiration and strength simply by immersing themselves in his life and teachings. By studying his example, one can embark on the path of devotional service and attain the success of human life. Our plan is that a person will experience a total immersion going through this museum and the temple and emerge as a devotee. That's Lord Chaitanya and Panchatattva's plan, to bring everyone to Mayapur for this reason. It is our solemn duty not only to preserve and propagate Srila Prabhupada's teachings from his books, but also to showcase his life of unwavering surrender and sacrifice for the upliftment of humanity. We hope this initiative will inspire devotees worldwide to contribute to this sacred cause by donating treasured items so they may be preserved for the benefit of future generation. I'm reminded of a Bengali phrase from the Chaitanya Charitamrita that Srila Prabhupada once used in a room conversation, Dui lage huda hudi, describing the transcendental competition between the devotee and Krishna to glorify one another. May we all be blessed in our humble endeavor to expand their glories by building this museum and completing the temple of the Vedic planetarium. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, tovp ki jai,
Jai.
all Vaishnava Vrind ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Prabhupada.
Takes
Why can't we see everyone there?
Mataji, a great inspiration for all of us in the TOP team and for everybody in building this temple of Vedic planetarium and also the museum. Amazing. Let us all give a big round of applause for His Grace Ambarish Prabhu and our Grace Swaha Mataji. K. Now, I would request Sri Padmanabh Goswami ji, who had given to this museum the letter which Srila Prabhupada wrote to his father Vishwambar Goswami, and also the photographs which he has donated to this museum. So I would kindly request him to come and speak a few words of inspiration, even though we are a little bit catching up with time, but I think Goswamiji will do the best. Thank you. Give him a good round of applause.
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणत क्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। All the sannyasis, guru, GVCs, Srila Prabhupada disciples, and all the devotees and Matajis. This is a great pleasure to see the Srila Prabhupada Museum in this TOP temple, Mayapur. Actually, the museum for the historical collections we keep and present in the museum. But the museum and these things inspire for the future generation. That those future generations who did not see the history and the past through the museum, they can see the history and they will feel the inspiration. So that will be, this museum will be a great inspiration center in the spiritual world for those devotees. They didn't see the Prabhupada personally. This museum, when they will be visit in this, they can personally feel that Prabhupada in that museum. I saw the museum. This is, I can very grateful and thankful to Mother Devi Shakti and Shruti Rupa Mataji and their whole team, that how dedicated and devotionally they have done a nice work for this museum. In the coming future, this museum will be the big message for the whole world for this Prabhupada mission, which will be the spread all over the world. In the world, in the different countries, there is the big museums, Vatican City, Birmingham Palace, they have the big museum. But this museum will be the more bigger and the best museum in the whole universe. Because this museum will inspire the spirituality and the devotion in the whole world, which was the Prabhupada message, that will give the Hare Naam Sankirtan for the whole world. And the coming future, this museum will be the biggest museum in this universe. So, I have the connection with the Srila Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur since my last 4 generations. I am also thankful for the BRC and the Gouranga Prabhu. Those are supporting me because I have some diaries of my great grandfather. There is the mention about the meeting of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Prabhupada was the very close of my father, Sri Vishambar Goswami. I have this original letter which he has wrote to my father in 1956. I have the photographs. That was the temple opening of Krishna Balram temple in Bindravan. So this is definitely, I am missing the personal presence of Amrish Prabhu and Swaha Mataji. By Zoom, we have heard from him, but that was the personal missing, both of them. I am very thankful and grateful to Brijvilas Prabhu, who has completely dedicated for this big project. And this project will be a biggest project in Mayapur, who spread this Maha Srila Prabhupada mission and his voice, his Harinam Sankirtan, his message to every village and every town in this universe. So coming future, you can see that how this temple is going on and doing the Prabhupada's Bani for the coming young generation. Again, I am very thankful to Brijvilas Prabhu and all his team that they invite me personally and give the opportunity to speak few words. I am again thanks. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Padmanabh Goswami ji came. Thank you so very, very much. Now I would like to request Karan Goswami ji, Purna Chandra Goswami ji and Krishna Balram Goswami ji to come and donate the Bhagavatam book which was given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada to his great-grandfather. To his grandfather. So I would request Devi Shakti Mataji to come and receive this beautiful gift of Srimad Bhagavatam set which was given by Prabhupada. The masterpiece which there. Please come on stage and hand it over to Devi Shakti Mataji so that she can preserve this in this museum. Please come on stage. This is from Radha Damodar Temple, and the address on this book is also written. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, address Radha Damodar Temple. Yeah. The treasure, Srimad Bhagavatam. This was personally given by His Divine Grace. A big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. So he is telling me that he has brought as a blessing from His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So everything in Mayapur is successful from now on. Thank you so very much. Hare Krishna. Now our next speaker, Rameshwar Prabhu, is enthusiastic, saying thank you. Let us all together say thank you. Thank you, Goswami. Jai. Now our next speaker. Amazing. Yes, he's been the servant of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, gave his life, and very, very dear to Ambarish Prabhu at the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. I would like to request now His Grace Shrutakirti Prabhu to inspire all of us. In this journey, he also donated, and he is probably going to give more after this talk. Otherwise, I'm not going to let him. This is a catch. So, over to His Grace Shrutakirti Prabhu came. Let us all loudly show our appreciation.
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Iti Namane. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravana Kuchani Nirvishesa Sanjavari Baskya Chade Satani Panchakopatarubhishcha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Goswamis, those editions of Srimad Bhagavatam by Srila Prabhupada is truly priceless offering. Thank you very much. As Shruti Rupa was saying before I came here a few hours ago, she said, "What are you going to say?" And I said, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you." And then I told her, and she said, "That's what I was going to say." But she was kind enough to save a little bit of time so I could speak. No, it was exactly 50 years ago, Srila Prabhupada came here for a very big festival. On the way here, Srila Prabhupada left Mumbai, Juhu. In less than 2 months, he visited 16 temples in under 2 months, and then finally arrived here in Mayapur. I was fortunate to be with him during that time. After leaving Mumbai, he went to Hong Kong, Japan, Hawaii, Mexico City, and he was repeating that himself. He went to Miami, and then in Atlanta. He was seeing all the temples he was going to. And he said, excited. I'm going to tell one story from that place, which happens exactly 50 years ago today, the day after Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's Vyas Puja, his appearance day. From Atlanta, he went to Dallas, he went to New York City, he went to London, Bhaktivedanta Manor, and then he went to Tehran, Iran, for the 4th time. Srila Prabhupada went to Iran. And then finally he arrived in Mayapur. So when I was in Atlanta with him, we had been traveling for over a month, mostly to very temperate climate temples. Somehow or other in Atlanta, it was March 1st. And it was very cold, and we were on a morning walk. And after coming back to the temple, of course, Srila Prabhupada gave class. And then after class, he had his breakfast in his sitting room. And then he rang the bell. So I went into the room, offered obeisances. And he looked at me. He said, "Do you have socks?" Of course, we didn't. And I knew what was coming next. After being with Prabhupada for more than 2 years, I could see it coming. And I also knew I had no choice but to agree to whatever he would say. I said, "No, Prabhupada, I don't have socks." He said, "Okay, go into the Almira." He said, "And get some socks, my socks." And of course I protested. I said, "Prabhupada, I cannot wear your socks." He had given me sweaters, he gave me blankets over time, he gave me Lakshmi for my son when he was born. And I would always accept, knowing you have to. You cannot say no to your spiritual master. But I drew a line with socks. I said, "I can't accept socks." And then he said, as Shruti Rupi mentioned, "If I say you can have it, you can have it." So then very eagerly, finally, I accepted socks. And then he said to the others were his secretary and his Sanskrit editor. He said, "Do they have socks?" I said, "No, Prabhupada, none of us have socks." He said, "Get socks for them." So now I had a stack of socks, Prabhupada's saffron socks. And he looked at me. He said, "Do you have shoes?" I said, "No, Prabhupada." He said, "Well, here." He said, "Take these shoes." I said, "Prabhupada, that's not possible. I can't take your shoes." Again, he said, "If I say you can do it," he said, "you can do it." He said, "You don't have shoes, take my shoes." I took his shoes. And then I offered obeisances and happily left with a stack of socks and Prabhupada's shoes. I went next door to the servants' quarters where the other two were. And of course, I also knew what was going to happen next. I said, "Look what Prabhupada has given me." And they looked at me with disdain and said, "You can't use those, Prabhupada's socks and shoes." I said, "Oh, okay, because some of these socks are for you." Immediately their objections subsided. So we all sat down very happily on the floor where we put Prabhupada's socks on. And I had his shoes. Of course, my feet wouldn't fit into Prabhupada's shoes. But he said at that time, "You can use my things." He said, "But then once I leave, they become worshipable." And that's what this museum is about. These are more than just items sitting on a shelf. They have the potency of Srila Prabhupada. Every item that's there that he had on his transcendental body, they're the most auspicious items in the universe, the items of the pure devotee. Spread Krishna consciousness all around the world. Imagine 16 temples in something like 6 weeks Prabhupada went to, because he knew that wherever he placed his lotus feet, that forever, eternally, it becomes a tirtha. I was going to read something I had written down that happened right here in Prabhupada's quarters when he arrived. You can find it on Vani source, you can find it on the database. It was recorded when Prabhupada arrived in his room here in Mayapur. I was in the original bhajan kutir with Srila Prabhupada in 1973. You're all going to be able to see the replica of that room. It looks very, very special now. It was very simple when Prabhupada stayed in that room. He stayed for a few days in March, and then again he stayed there in June for almost a month. Most austere place. And we stayed in there with him, his secretary, his servant. We stayed in that same simple one room. But now 1975, the Lotus building was there. Prabhupada's room's in the Lotus building. So when he went in there, in that room was Bhavananda, Chakrataka Maharaj, Atreya Rishi Prabhu, and myself. And Prabhupada said, "It is the blessings." He said, "Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given you his blessings." And he said, "Everyone," which was always his concern. He said, "So everyone is situated nicely?" And Chakrataka Maharaj answered, "Yes, Prabhupada, everyone has a room." And Prabhupada said, "Yes, we needed the long building." By that time, the long building was there. He said, "And I told you, you make that building and I will supply all the money necessary." He said, "I analyzed that we need this building." Prabhupada's concern was, he was living in the bhajan kutir, but he wanted to see that all his Western disciples had a comfortable place to stay, and he provided that. And then again, he said it was the desires of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Prabhupada. He said Srila Prabhupada, his spiritual master. It was their desire that people from all over the world, they would come to Mayapur and chant Hare Krishna. He said, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur predicted that someone would come. And then he said something very, very special. He said, "I may be that person." And then he laughed. And immediately after saying that, again, he turned to the Jaipataka and Bhavananda. He said, "So everyone is situated nicely?" And then he looked at Jaipataka and he said, "So you're planting fruits. He said, you're planting fruits and vegetables. So immediately after saying the most amazing statement, he himself said, I may be that person. But in his humility, he didn't say one more word, and he started talking to Jaipatak about bananas. He said, you have the unripe bananas? Jaipataka didn't understand what he meant. And he said, well, yes, Prabhupada, they're all young banana trees, so they're all green. And Prabhupada said, cut your banana? Yes, he said that. He said, those bananas. So Prabhupada went from explaining he was the person who was distributed Hare Krishna mantra all over the world to talking about bananas. That was our Srila Prabhupada. So there are many, many speakers. I can't thank you all enough for giving me an opportunity to be here. And Daiva Shakti, as she said, and Shruti Rupan and her team have done amazing things. When you go in the room, you'll see. But just understand, it's not just pieces of clothing. They're not just books Prabhupada held, the bell that he had in his hand. They're all infused with his spiritual potency. So the more you go into that room, the more you'll feel Srila Prabhupada's personal presence. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare
Thank you so very, very much, Sudhakriti Prabhu. Let us give a big round of applause for Sudhakriti Prabhu. Hey! And also we would like to acknowledge our greatest supporter, Pradyumna Priya Prabhu, Arjun Hari Prabhu, who are here. Now, we will hear from another servant of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. His Grace. We have Hari Sauri Prabhu. He wouldn't give anything till he saw the museum. And when he saw the museum, he said, yes, I'm going to give Prabhupada Gamcha here. And he said, this is the best museum I have ever seen. Perfect museum. Not only he gave Prabhupada Gamcha, but he secured a donation from, he will explain it, right?
Yeah, Sabhabadi.
From Sabhabadi Prabhu. He left his body, but he gave a donation to this museum from his daughter. So let us all welcome warmly His Grace Hari Suri Prabhu to inspire all of us.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I can't follow that. I'm going to keep this really short because there's a lot more to do. I'm very thankful for all of the devotees that have come here. Today I had the pleasure of meeting the three Goswamis from the Radha Damodar temple. We know that in the past there was some difficulty in securing Srila Prabhupada's rooms there, but they're working very closely with iskcon and they're guaranteeing the preservation of Prabhupada's rooms in Radha Damodar. My donation for the museum, because I had lots of paraphernalia over the years people have asked for. So like in the Kiev temple in Ukraine, I gave them neck beads. And in Melbourne they have a full set of Prabhupada's cloth. So like that. I have very little left of what I used to have. But the one thing that I did have in Bradgeville House was, we were up the other day in the museum. I decided that I would give him one of the lasting items that I have. That's a gamsha. In September of '76, Prabhupada was suffering. So he had me massage his head with Brahmi oil. And then he had me get a gamsha, which I folded up in a strip, put in cold water, and Prabhupada sat in his room with that on his head just to relieve the blood pressure from It's a lot of problems. Anyway, so that gamcha of the years as somehow or another survived in my possession, so I gave that to the museum.
Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Thank you so very, very much, Hari Shauri Prabhu. Let us all give a big round of applause for Hari Shauri Prabhu. K. Now, we have another Srila Prabhupada disciple. He had these letters written to His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu. He had those letters, the original letters. And I wanted to bring these letters to the museum. So when I approached him, he immediately said, yes, the letter is yours. And Rameshwar Prabhu also told me to give that letter to you. You can take all these letters. Now I would like to invite His Grace Savas Prabhu and his wife Mother Tadit, great supporter of the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. And I also tell them that they will be personally present and they will open the museum. So I now request Savas Prabhu to inspire all of us that he also has a lot of things to give. But now this is the beginning. Savas Prabhu, over to Savas Prabhu. Mother Tadit, you also want to speak? Okay. Savas Prabhu will speak. We have to make it to 21,000 square feet. We need things. And I'm going to constantly be after everybody until I get it. And this is going to happen. Over to Savas Prabhu. K.
Naam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vecharane Never say Sunyavadi Paskachari Sitarane. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This was a sneak attack. I had no idea I was going to even be up here. And I had no idea what I was going to say. But I can say that, yes, I've had the fortune of being the temple president in Los Angeles Temple. And we do have a lot of artifacts of Srila Prabhupada in his room. We preserved as much as we could. And so I was just talking to Tadit, my wife Tadit. And after being so inspired by everyone here and what the mood, the feeling here was insurmountable. So we both decided that we'd like to give to the museum the coat that Srila Prabhupada used to wear on Venice Beach walks and gave some of the most important and ecstatic lectures ever in his morning walks. So we definitely want to donate that to the museum. Yes. And he'll probably squeeze a few more things out of me before I leave. But I'd like to say that I am so impressed by the whole mood of this museum. Practically speaking, I almost feel like crying after hearing what was going on. So thank all of you very much for coming, supporting. If I wasn't so shocked being up here, I'd probably be able to say something more, but I'm just, no words to describe the beautiful situation. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you so very much, Savas Prabhu. Actually, I was thinking, I knew that he had that code. I was praying to Srila Prabhupada, please, let that code come to this museum. But I didn't speak to him. But it was Srila Prabhupada who inspired him to say, yes, this code will be donated to the Temple of Vedic Planetarium and the largest legal museum in the world. Give a big round of applause to Savas Prabhu and his wife Tarit Mataji. A great sacrifice. Amazing sacrifice, amazing sacrifice. I feel like crying for getting that code. It's a priceless, it's amazing thing what he has done. A great. Amrish Prabhu will be very happy to hear that. Now, all this museum began with one disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. I just went to visit him, and he had 3 pieces of Srila Prabhupada dress. I said, can I have this for the museum? The museum idea began in his house in Long Island. And he immediately said, yes, this is not meant to be here in my closet. You take it and put it in the museum. Build a large museum. That is His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu. So now I request His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu to inspire all of us. And also we have, time is on us. Let us keep it short and yes, yeah, you don't miss an opportunity.
Not about Prabhupada.
Yes, so why not? This is the time. So let us all welcome His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu, who started everything. And also I was there with Jananivas Prabhu and Sunanda Prabhu. Another, he worked very hard, Sunanda Prabhu, to put this museum. He is seeing through online or through Zoom. And very, very grateful to all those devotees who have sacrificed over to His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu. Okay.
I will tell this quick story of how Srila Prabhupada's sannyas, dhoti and kurta and top piece ended up in this museum. One day in 1976, I was talking with Srila Prabhupada in his quarters. By the way, his quarters in New Dwarka are a museum because there's no place on earth where more books were written by Prabhupada than in that room. So that's a sacred tirtha. Anyway, he beckoned me to come into his room past his bedroom where his library is and his armoire and different personal things. He opened it up, the armoire, and he said, which one do you like? And I thought Prabhupada was asking me to pick out an outfit that he would wear. I mean, he had and now he's going to wear this shimmering outfit. So he takes it out of the armoire and he just says, this is for you. I was floored. I couldn't believe it. It was totally not what I thought this was about. And I preserved that for all these decades for this very special and museum. No place I would rather see it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so very, very much, Rameshwar Prabhu. Let us give a big round of applause for Rameshwar Prabhu. Hey! And I just wanted to show you the letter which Srila Prabhupada wrote to Vishwambar Goswami. What a handwriting. I've never seen a handwriting like this. Transcendental writing. I just wanted to show you this. A beautiful letter. You have to clap a little bit louder. We have prasadam for everybody. So. Yeah. Amazing handwriting. We are getting a lot of things donated to this museum. Now, before we go to inaugurate, there are several devotees who had worked very, very hard day and night to put this museum. I wanted to thank all of them His grace. Prem Avatar Prabhu, is he here? Everybody has to see, these are unsung heroes. They give their life. They dedicate, nobody knows them. And I don't want them to be unsung heroes anymore. I wanted to show my appreciation and show them these are the people behind this project. Prem Avatar Prabhu, you are here? They are always serving somewhere. Radha Vallabh Prabhu, you there? Please come. Everybody has to see you. Come soon. Let us make it faster. Yeah. Day and night, whether it is the Temple of Vedic Planetarium construction or the museum or the Gada Park, pilgrim shelter, these devotees have put so much sacrifice to develop Sridham Mayapur. Please come on stage, Radha Vallabh Prabhu. Give them a big hands. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Yeah. So Prem Avatar Prabhu is here. It's not there. Yeah, he is always hiding and doing his service. So now we have almost 12 lamps, each placed one after the other in this. The space is not very, very big. So it's tight here. And we are going to do this very, very smoothly. All those devotees who are sitting here, if your name is not called, please don't get up. Everybody will have an opportunity to go and visit the museum and see all the transcendental artifacts. Everything will be broadcasted on the screen. We have many screens here. If your name is not called, please don't get up. This is not something we hurry everything, This we have to do it very, very peacefully. So there are 11 or 12 lamps, one after the other. And all the lamps are numbered. Can you show the lamp? Can you put the lamp on the screen? All the lamps are numbered. I am going to read the names who will be standing on that lamp and lighting the lamp to open this museum. You see, this is the lamp number 1. I am going to read the names for each lamp. As soon as I read the names, you please move towards this area where the lamps are and you stand behind the lamps. And our Panditji, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, will give you instruction to light the lamp and open the museum. And also there is a ribbon. There are 2 ribbons. And I'm also going to tell you, we don't cut the ribbon, we just pull the ribbon, open the ribbon, and go in to see this beautiful, beautiful museum. You've never seen before such a museum. Amazing. Done with good taste, devotion, love for His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Okay. So lamp number 1. Lamp number 1, we have, of course, this lamp has 5. We have 5 wicks. So lamp number 1, this is a special lamp for the greatest sacrifice who has done to make this museum possible. Lamp number 1, we have only Her Grace Devi Shakti Mataji and Her Grace Shruti Rupa Mataji. Okay. So you please go towards the lamp number 1. And Devi Shakti Mataji and Shruti Rupa Mataji will also, there are 2 ribbons. They will also pull open 1 ribbon on the top. So you please go towards your lamp number 1. Lamp number 2. Lamp number 2, we have Savas Prabhu, Tadit Mataji. We have, is Madhu Sevita Prabhu here? No? Okay, we have one extra.
And we also would like to hear from Madan Mohan Prabhu about the give Prabhupada thing. We will hear once all the devotees go and settle, then we will hear about Madan Mohan Prabhu, then we will start lighting the lamps. Lamp number 2, we have Savas Prabhu, Tadit Mataji, Bhima Prabhu and Sadbhuj Prabhu. Please go, and Savas Prabhu and Tadit Mataji will open the other ribbon. There are 2 ribbons. One for Devi Shakti Mataji and Shruti Rupa Mataji. The second ribbon is for Savas Prabhu and Tadit Mataji. After you light the lamp, you please open the ribbon. We have Bhima Prabhu, lamp number 2, Savas Prabhu, Tadit Prabhu, Bhima Prabhu and Sadbhuj Prabhu. Since I'm just moving a little bit up, since Madhu Sevita Prabhu is not there, we will have, is Ramai Swami Maharaj there? Huh? Yes? Am I hearing yes? Yes, okay. Ramai Swami Maharaj, lamp number 2. Lamp number 3, we have His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Swami Maharaj, who is here, a great inspiration for me. But come here, I'm not sure specifically to attend this program, but I consider that he had come only to attend this program here in Sridham Mayapur. And we have His Holiness Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan Swami Maharaj, a great friend of the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. He would do anything to see this temple completed, and disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Actually, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj was through and through this Temple of Vedic Planetarium. When we did the first installation of the chakra, he was the chairman. Then we opened the Pujari floor, this Pujari floor, he was the chairman blessing us. Then we did the Prabhupada welcoming, he was there, he was the chairman. Then we did the Narsinghadev temple, he was there, he was the chairman. We dearly miss him. And His Holiness Janardhan Swami Maharaj is representing him today, and he will light the lamp on behalf of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Hey! Lamp number 3, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj is here. No? Yes. Yeah, this one. Yes, thank you so very much, Maharaj. His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj. And lamp number 3, the leader of that lamp is His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj. So please, Maharaj, please move towards your lamp, lamp number 3. Maharaj, lamp number 3. So lamp number 4. Huh? Left? So since Ramai Maharaj has left, I'm moving His Grace Devaki Nandan Prabhu to, what is that lamp? Lamp number 2. Now, lamp number 4, we have His Holiness Bhakti Vijay Bhagavat Swami Maharaj. Is he here? Yeah. Then we have Gouranga Prem Swami Maharaj. Is he here? His Holiness Gouranga Prem Swami Maharaj is not there. Okay. We have His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj. Oh, he is just left. Oh, he is there in the other lamp. His Holiness Bhakti Ashray Vaishnava Swami Maharaj, is he here? No? Okay. His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj, lamp number 4. So, Rameshwar Prabhu, you can also join lamp number 4. Yeah. Yeah, and I think in lamp number 3, we can have His Holiness Prahladananda Swami Maharaj. Sorry, in lamp number 4. Prahladananda Swami Maharaj also can join lamp number 4. Lamp number 5, we have Veda Vyas Prabhu. We have Mahamantra Prabhu, we have Arjun Hari Prabhu, we have Umapati Prabhu, and we have Pradyumna Priya Prabhu.
please move towards your lamp. Lamp number 6. You are lamp number 5. Lamp number 6, we have Shrutakirti Prabhu, we have Adikarta Prabhu, we have Jananivas Prabhu. Is Jananivas Prabhu here? Yeah, he's here, sitting in the front. Transcendental. Lamp number 6. Please, lamp number 6. Lamp number 7, we have all the Vrindavan Goswamis. Lamp number 7, it's your lamp. Please go towards lamp number 7. And lamp number 6, there is 2 spots there. I'm moving up. We have Pranabandhu Prabhu and Kanaya Prabhu can go to lamp number 6. Please move on. And Jai Gorsunda Prabhu, please go to lamp number 8. He is also one of the biggest donor for this museum who has donated. Lamp number 8, we have Jai Gorsundar Prabhu, Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu, Gouranga Prabhu. Lamp number 8, Brajapati Prabhu and Prana Vallabi Mataji. Lamp number 8. Lamp number 9, we have Shudi Prabhu, Revati Raman Prabhu and his wife, good wife. We have Pushpavan Prabhu and his wife. And we have Devaki Nandan Prabhu from Singapore. I don't know whether he is here. And we have is Ramya Prabhu here? No. So then I'm moving His Holiness Guru Prasad Maharaj, who is in lamp number 12 to lamp number 9. His Holiness Guru Prasad Maharaj. Lamp number 10. Is Vaishashika Prabhu here? Vaishashika Prabhu and his wife. Lamp number 10, Nirkula Mataji, Hari Sauri Prabhu, Pancharatna Prabhu and Aditya Guna Mataji. Is they there? Oh, Vrindavan Vasis, you are not going? Yes. You go to lamp number 7. They are from Barsana, Yavanna Baba, and we have lamp number 11, we have Anuttama Prabhu, Akrura Prabhu. Is here lamp number? We have Govardhan Prabhu. Is Govardhan Prabhu there? Is Govardhan Prabhu here? We have Bhima Prabhu, you are not standing in your... Oh, okay. The restroom is here, this side. And lamp number 12, we have, in lamp number 11, we have 2 spots also, which I'll put Durta Karma Prabhu, you can go to lamp number 11. Oh, Vedavyas Swami Maharaj, you can also go to lamp number 11. Lamp number 12, we have Radha Krishna Prabhu from Hungary. We have only 12 lamps. Just can't. Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu, you can go to lamp number 12. And we have two more. Lamp number 12. Tapan Mishra Prabhu, you can go to lamp number 12. And Kavi Chandra Maharaj, you can go to lamp number 12. And Sukadev Maharaj, you join in lamp number 11. There is a spot. And Ishwar Prabhu also, you can join in lamp number 11 with Dharmatma Prabhu. Please join in lamp number 11. So now, they are not going to light the lamp immediately, but no, you just present, then we will light that, because there will be some time, there is a mantra will go on. Let us hear a little bit, 3 minutes about, they are hearing from that, they are seeing also. Hear about give Prabhupada. Let us hear give Prabhupada. In the meantime, we will set the... We are fully ready. We are fully ready. So then let's start, then we will hear from give Prabhupada.
Hare. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu?
Yeah.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu?
Yeah, Kala Samara Prabhu. You can also join. Come.
Very blessed Prabhu.
You'll be here, that's fine.
Lamp number
you want
6, two more devotees can come join. Lamp number 6.
Okay, let Prabhu come. So I hope...
Hare Om.
Number 12.
Yeah, you can be, take it with you.
Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The request of the Vaishnavas to start lighting the lamps. Hare Om Yam Brahma Vedanta Vido Vadanti Hare Pradhanam Purusham Tathanye Vishwadgate Karanam Ishwaram Va Tasmai Namo Vighna Vinashanaya Om Tat Vishnu Pranamam Parakam Sada Pashyanti Surayah Divi Vachakshuratakam Tat Vipraso Vipanyavo Chakrivagam Sasamindare Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam Om Krishna Hari Satchidananda Ghana Krishna Hari Purusha Krishna Purushottama Krishna Maokaramadi Golam Krishna Sahasra Vaikarya Krishnam Kasham Hridadisham Prabhujya Krishna Navistasmin Ajandantara Bhakye Yan Mangalam Tallavadi Kriti Om Madhavo Vachi Madhavo Hri Smaranti Sadhavas Sarvi Sarvakaryeshu Madhavam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Hare Yes, I request His Grace Surupa Mataji and Devi Shakti Mataji to come and explain. Yeah. Okay. So,
For intoxication, churches for gambling, and churches for meat eating.
Concessional. Prabhupada, he had his first prospectus here that was written by the devotees, and then he began printing on a mimeograph machine the first books, and again, Easy Journey to Other Planets, then Who is Crazy and Krishna, the Reservoir of Pleasure. And then he encouraged his disciples to write. So one of the books was written by Hayagriva Das about the meaning and the purpose of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada with 2 fingers would make all of his manuscripts. This is one of his original typewriters. And here we have his inkwell and one of his desk lamps. And this is a remnant of the original floor of 26 2nd Avenue. This is a calligraphy certificate that was handmade by Jamuna Devi Dasi, that the first disciples received. The certificate we have here is Suparmananda Das Adhikari, and it's explained here by his good wife Satyabhama, the entire story, and we'll see their letters later, of how they became initiated, how Prabhupada personally signed their Srimad Bhagavatam. Now coming along, we have, by the grace of Sri Padmanabh Goswami, we have a letter that we'll be putting in later, and this is the beautiful relationship that Srila Prabhupada and his father, Vishwambar Goswami, had together. This was the welcoming of Srila Prabhupada and the disciples in 1971, when Prabhupada brought his first group of 40 disciples to Vrindavan. Vishwambar Goswami was the mayor of Vrindavan at that time, and he made a wonderful welcoming assembly for Srila Prabhupada. Then in 1972, Prabhupada and Sri Tushar-Kanti Ghosh, who was the editor of Jugantar, which is a very famous Bengali paper, and Amrita Bazar Patrika, which is an English paper that's printed in Calcutta. He, Srila Prabhupada and Vishwambar Goswami, they made a pact that they would re-establish Rupa Goswami's Siksha Sanstan in Prayagraj. So this is at the Kumbh Mela in 1972. Here are some grand opening photos of Srila Vishwabhar Goswami, who was the main guest, sitting next to Srila Prabhupada at the grand opening when Prabhupada and all of the Goswamis of Vrindavan speak on that auspicious day.
Is that thing on?
Then Srila Prabhupada in 1968, he established the iskcon press, first in Boston, and they made some small books, and then when the iskcon press was moved to Brooklyn, New York, we started printing. Now these books were printed personally by the devotees. Prabhupada dictated, and then the dictations were sent to the press. They were transcribed, they were typed, they were formatted by hand. We had the boards where we formatted all of Prabhupada's books. The paintings were done right there in-house at iskcon Press. All of the pages were photographed in our photograph department, and then after the pages were ready, they were sent downstairs. You can see here, this is Advaita Prabhu and all of the other devotees who were working in the press. They used to print the books themselves, and all of the devotees, we had our timings. And in that way, these original books were first printed at iskcon Press. This is the tape recorder, this is the dictaphone that traveled everywhere with Srila Prabhupada. And by the grace of these Bhakta mics, we now have our books, we have our audio collection of Prabhupada's conversations, lectures, interviews, all with the grace of these wonderful
One second
machines.
before you go to the next one. We have arranged prasadam for all the VIP guests who have VIP badge in the prasadam hall, in the ILS prasadam hall. In the prasadam hall here. You please, after seeing, please keep moving. There are so many devotees who are standing. Please keep moving, and Mataji will explain as much as you can hear, but please move. There are so many devotees waiting. Short.
On this side, we have a collection of 55 Bhagavad Gitas translated into 55 world languages. Very beautifully done. All of these books were donated for this museum. Over here we have a collection of Srila Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta Book Trust publications. And at this place, this is when Prabhupada established the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust in 1972. The first books, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Krishna book, Nectar Devotion. It's these books that are nourishing us all to this day. Then coming along, we have Srila Prabhupada's worldwide temples. So we didn't have much room for all the temples. So we just, whatever we had available at this time, we displayed today. And here we have the first record album. Here's the story, you can read it, and how Prabhupada established the first kirtan record album that was very popular in 1966. Where's the machine anymore? Yeah? So then we have the Ratha Yatra festivals, a few pictures of San Francisco, New York Ratha Yatra, and the wonderful festivals we're experiencing here in Mayapur. These are the first articles that were written very successfully about Srila Prabhupada and his message in New York City in 1966. Here we have running, a beautiful screen. You can see so many things. Right now we just have Mayapur. Over here, by the grace of the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, we have all of the languages and all of the books that have been printed in every single language. You see here English, every single book is printed, and we have all the languages to catch up with the English. Here we have some beautiful pictures of the devotees trying their best to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books all over the world. Now we'll come into this room. This room, the theme is Srila Prabhupada's personal belongings. So you can spend many hours in here getting inspiration from Prabhupada's personal paraphernalia. You can see all of the donors, and we encourage you to increase our collection. You see there's a lot of empty space.
Wow.
Coming over here, here we have some documents of Srila Prabhupada's. We have the appreciation of his godbrothers. We have the first Bhakti Shastri certificate that Srila Prabhupada established in Jhansi when he had the League of Devotees. We have the first list of offenses and the notices to his first disciples in 1966. We have some of the letters that established Krishna consciousness as an incorporated society, first in New York City, then in California, eventually in India. And this format of the Certificate of Incorporation was used all over the world. Prabhupada wanted incorporation in every single city, and this was the format, the template every single temple used. Here we have a very wonderful collection of all of the letters that Srila Prabhupada wrote to Paramananda Prabhu and Satyabhama. Now you can imagine when we have 21,000 square feet, each devotee can have his own display, the personal relationship they had with Srila Prabhupada. We have the stories, we have a wonderful exchange between Srila Prabhupada and Paramananda's father, and how Paramananda's father, that everyone will give their letter about your personal. Now here we have the most Srila Prabhupada. Replica of Srila Prabhupada's original hut. This is the way Prabhupada sat, just an asan made out of bricks and bamboo. And then here he had his bed. And Radha Madhava lived with Srila Prabhupada in his hut. Sunandavat was the pujari. And they all lived happily together, watching construction come up in the rice fields. Finally, when the Lotus building was constructed, Prabhupada moved onto the first floor, but his hut was maintained there, and we have replicated that hut as best we can. Over here is a window. When Prabhupada sat at his asan, he would look out the window because Prabhupada, as we all know, started Food for Life here in Mayapur. At that time in 1971, the Bangladesh war was going on, and thousands of refugees were coming from Bangladesh, starving, with nothing, poverty-stricken. So Prabhupada arranged that hundreds and thousands of these refugees and local villagers would be fed every day, and he would watch outside of his window as the prasad distribution was going on. So this is the heart of this museum where Srila Prabhupada is sitting, where Radha Madhava are sitting, and we hope we have here going on the room conversations of Srila Prabhupada in his room in Mayapur. And you sit and listen, you will learn so much from Srila Prabhupada by hearing these room conversations. We invite you all now, please get inspired, enrich yourself, imbibe the wonderful presence of Srila Prabhupada in this museum, and please help us for the future so that we can expand more and more for the future generations. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki!
Didn't we have the letters that Srila Prabhupada wrote?
Yes.
And what he wrote to Srila Prabhupada's father was quite different from what he said to his disciples.
I have to have time to probably read it over.
Yeah. So
that was the concept.
that would, yeah, and they saved everything.
So you gathered this?
Well, we spoke to them and they wanted to give us this Bhagavatam set. We said, well, why don't you give it to the museum? And then from that, she said, I'll just give you everything that I have. Because her husband has
Those
just
were the
passed
letters, Prabhu.
So Paramananda has passed away about 1 year ago.
Wow.
So
Perfect timing.
You recognize me? This is going to be difficult.
After a long time I saw you. After a long time.
Talk with the all illustrations and things like that. You know, about the Mayan traditions. Was there anything? I saw you. Perhaps we're needing more like this is more like pillow covers.
He was really
devotees in Russia, on behalf of the whole iskcon society, wanted to make an offering to each Prabhupada disciple, commemorating their service, sacrifice, all their dedication, and everything that throughout their lives they have given to Srila Prabhupada and surrendered to Srila Prabhupada's service.
very happy to announce to you, in case you don't know yet, about the beautiful program which is called Gift Prabhupada. And the idea of this program is to present a little murti, 55 millimeter high murti of Srila Prabhupada to all living disciples of Srila Prabhupada. There is around 2,000 of them still with us, and by giving them murti, we're giving them the chance to meet with Srila Prabhupada again. This beautiful murti is molded from the bronze, and the bronze is taken from the coins, and the coins are obtained during Sankirtana, distributing Srila Prabhupada books in all 25 countries which Srila Prabhupada visited during his earthly sojourn, during his preaching in this world.
I think it's very kind and gracious, and I really appreciate the devotees showing their gratitude in that way. So thank you very much.
It is you that's inspiring us. Sincerely, thank you, Jai. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for this most wonderful gift. Hare Krishna.
When I first saw the Murti, I was amazed how lifelike it is, and I was just so pleased by this whole idea. You have all my blessings. Hare Krishna.
So it must be some expense, I would think, quite a bit of expense, because it's so well done. Honestly, it's one of the most beautiful murtis of Srila Prabhupada that I've ever seen. There's a whole technology. This is very, very exact, very detailed. So the fact that there's been so much intention and thought in it, I'm sure it will be successful.
The amount of love from Prabhupada came through this murti.
It's one thing to buy a murti or ask for a murti, but if someone gives you a murti as a gift, really this is the first murti I've ever received, the one of Prabhupada, so I took it as something so special. And I immediately ran out and got Vyasa-san and pillows and chadar, and I'll make clothes for him.
It's very small, it's easy to bathe Prabhupada, and it's also easy for traveling, which is very important.
When somebody does something like that for you, you're humbled by the kindness and the significance of it. So I'm very grateful, and in fact, I'm so grateful that I don't know, I'm stuck trying to figure out a way how to reciprocate what I can do to show my gratitude.
I'm sure that I will get the empowerment to preach, because he only is giving me the power, and I am just his instrument, his servant. So I thank you very much for this gift. I will treasure him very much.
many devotees can get beautiful murti of Srila Prabhupada.
So far as I'm concerned, in relationship with my disciples who are so kindly cooperating with me in the matter of my rendering service to my spiritual master, for them I am always ready to come back from Goloka Vrindavan if they are not delivered along with me. That is so encouraging. And he's got a nice pillow. Gosh, very nicely done. Thank you so very much.
A nice gift of love given by the Russian devotees to the Prabhupada disciples. It's a wonderful exchange of love. It helps strengthen our relationships.
And beautiful, meaningful photographs of the past of Prabhupada sitting alone with, frankly speaking, low-class people. We came from a very low-class background. And Prabhupada picked us up out of that and made us devotees.
I'll have him with me the whole time, and I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
I wish it all success. I'm sure that that Srila Prabhupada and the whole Parampara will bless it.
It's probably one of the most amazing gifts I've ever received in my life.
It's a personalized gift, and I'm very appreciative for that gesture. Thank you so much.
Spasibo.
published or not? Is it published or not? Like Slovenian, these books are not published yet. So it shows the language. Yes. এখানে দেখাচ্ছে কোন বিউটি কতটা সাকসেসফুল কারা কি as per June okay so লেকচারটা কিছু বলো এখনো কতটা লাইন আছে ব্যাপার মাতাজি 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 দ্যাট ওয়ে